Hey, Krista. Thanks for joining me on this call. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I am doing so good. Thank you for asking. And of course, um, I know who you are because you are a part of our community. But for those who may be watching, I'd love if you could introduce yourself, maybe by telling us your name, where you are in the world, what your current passions are, or what your current job title is, whichever one of those is what you're doing with life right now.
So I'm Krista Jacobson and I live in Houston, Texas. I'm currently an estimator at a general contracting company. So basically, I put budgets together to build a building. But my passion really lies in like health and wellness um, and all of that kind of stuff. And so, once I found out about this program, and that's kind of where I found my niche at.
Oh,
So,
oh, lovely. Sounds great. And those are two very diverse things, which is something I find is very common in the program because like I mentioned, your passion may be so different from what you do with day-to-day life. And it's
hmm
important that we allow ourselves an outlet for those passions.
yeah.
So going into that a little bit, I want to know, before you even joined our program, what would you say was yeah, what would you say is the reason you decided to join a program like ours? What were you struggling with, if anything?
Yeah, just trying to find what I want to do in life.
Mm,
And so once I came through, I was scrolling through Instagram and Jet kind of popped up on there and started watching her videos and stuff. And I was like, that sounds really awesome. And you
mm,
don't, it didn't sound like you had to have a lot of, background in digital marketing and going through the program so far. Obviously, it's a lot to learn, but it's definitely something that anyone can do. And so I'm currently enjoying, everything that I'm learning so far in the program.
I love that. And since joining, what would you say has been the most valuable part of the program for you?
I think having the community and meeting people from all over the world is
Mm,
really fascinating, I think. Because, I'm stuck in my bubble in Texas where Houston's a pretty diverse city,
mhm.
but still, like, I've met a lot more people from around the world than I have, living here. So
Yeah.
it's really neat to be able to reach out to, anybody in the community. And there's a lot of people that are in the health and wellness niche. So, anytime I have questions or whatnot, or even if it's not related to my niche, it's still neat to have people that you can reach out to and they'll respond back with, experiences that they've had and all that. So it's definitely having the community. And then also, I appreciate all of the documents and all the resources and, all of the templates and stuff that we get, because it's definitely helpful to look at them and use them and then kind of make it as your own. But
Yeah.
just having some place to start because going through the modules, you're like, wait, what do I do? Where do I start? But having the templates really helps a lot. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you've been benefiting from those. We do like to, I do appreciate our community as well. I always say, if you've heard me say it before, we have some of the best people on the internet in our program, and I don't really know. Well, of course, it's awesome that we attract these type of people, but our community is just so awesome, and like you said, we're so diverse. So I'm glad
Mhm.
you have benefited and seen the value in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And yeah, since joining, what would you say has been your biggest accomplishment, whether that's like in personal life or business wise?
I think, um, let me see, my biggest accomplishment, this has kind of allowed me to kind of see a different kind of industry that I've never really known about before. And I like love it. And I've only really been, learning about it for like 3 months of my accomplishment. Yeah. Um, so yeah, just kind of realizing that this is kind of the industry I think that I want to do, and then I've also had a couple discovery calls. So I feel like at least two of these people that I've been talking to will eventually go forward with me. So
Yeah.
I think that's a win at the moment.
Yeah, that's definitely a win, and you should definitely congratulate yourself on that because I can I think I can safely say that before coming into this industry, you really had no thoughts about even offering these types of services. So the fact that now you are successfully offering these services and you are having people interested is definitely something to celebrate. And I'll definitely also be there to celebrate to see you when you actually land those clients and you are yeah, living your best life in this industry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Yes, so my next question to you, I want to take us back a little bit before you even joined the program. And you said you saw Jet pop up on your Instagram and you had your first call with us. What were you thinking about the program in that space? If you can take me back to that headspace, how did you feel about the program at that point?
At that point, I was kind of like, I had no idea about it, obviously, and I've kind of like Googled laptop lifestyle master program, um, and I've only found good reviews. So obviously that was, good that I saw that. It kind of made me want to, look into it a little bit more. And but I was still kind of hesitant just because I was like, how can you, do this kind of thing and not have any experience before? How is it so easy to do? And it's not easy, but like it's not hard to do. It's just kind of like it can be tedious work, but it's learning. It's having the amount of time that you put into it, that's how much you're going to get out of it. And so it's it was a little nerve-wracking at first, just kind of like um, trying to understand, what I'm actually going to get out of it and whatnot.
And what actually made you decide to join anyway, even having those thoughts?
I
A
think
deciding factor.
yeah, the second call, I just remember asking a lot of questions, and just the kind of the questions that the original coach was asking me, it really kind of made a difference, that it sounded like y'all actually care and making a difference in someone's life.
Mhm.
And especially people who, are trying to get out of a certain, industry that they may be in. And so that was really nice to like hear and talk to. And then um, the other thing was, oh, um, I appreciated like Jet whenever I first signed up with the call. I think it was like the first and second call. She was kind of messaging me on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's kind of nice that she actually took the time to reach out to people, at that. I know she has, tons of people that she's talking to, but it was nice that she reached out to me, and it was just kind of a, hey, how's it going? Glad that you're, doing this kind of sort of thing, keep pushing and all that kind of stuff. Just words of encouragement. And it was just, it was short but sweet. And I appreciated that.
Yeah, we do pride ourselves on still supporting you at every step. It's not just about bringing you in and just leaving you to fend for yourself. At each stage, there is support that you get. And even after you have gone through the 90 days, you do get that community support as well. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm really happy that you are benefiting from that and you have seen all of the value in what we offer here. And
Yeah.
final question to you is gonna be, if somebody is watching you right now talk about your experience with the program and they are at the same or a similar place that you were, just trying to figure out how it's gonna go for them, what they're gonna do with this program, what advice would you have to them?
I think I would say, take a second to, realize what you're doing right now, and is it what you really want to do? And if it's not, and this program seems interesting to you, um, obviously take the time to look into this program, but have that first call and to kind of experience, you know, what this might be like for you. And, you know, that first call is kind of just like, you know, to, stepping into the water, putting your foot in the water just to kind of like, you know, check it out. But, you
Yeah.
know, don't be afraid to do that, you know, like take
Yeah.
a little bit of risk and then, you know, have that second call and then take a little bit more risk, you know, with the investment. And obviously everybody takes it at different times. Like I kind of struggled a little bit just because I have a full-time job, and I found that relatable to a lot of the other girls on this program, like that have jobs, and you know they obviously want to pursue this, but they have their for full-time job to that takes priority, but eventually we'll get to, you know, what we really want to do. And just kind of starting that initial calls, you know, gets you somewhere at least. I'm just glad that I took the plunge and I did it when I did, because I feel like if I waited, I probably wouldn't have done it. So, and I'm glad that I did.
Yeah, I love that. And it reminds me of something that Jen always says, the best time to start was 5 years ago, but the next best time to start is today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you made me nervous about it, but like Krista said, just do that first call. It's free, it's
Yeah.
15 minutes, and you'll get to see if it's something that you want to do. And if it's not something that you want to do, then, you know, at least you would have checked it out. But yeah, take that first call and see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks so much, Krista, for sharing with us today. And yeah, I really enjoy having you as part of our community. And I'm sure you're gonna keep getting a lots of value from it. And I'm sure if others also want to join and connect with persons like Krista, they're all here in the community. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is my encouragement for all of you.